In the world of international politics, relationships between leaders can shape the destiny of nations. These relationships are a complex dance of diplomacy, strategy, and power. A prime example of this intricate dynamic is the relationship between former U.S. President Donald Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Their interactions, filled with contrasts and conflicts, provide a fascinating insight into the world of international politics. Today, we delve into the dynamic between former U.S. President Donald Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, examining key moments that have defined their interactions. One significant point of contention between Trump and Trudeau was the renegotiation of the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. A landmark trade agreement, NAFTA had governed economic relations between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico for over 2 decades. Yet Trump, ever the businessman, saw room for improvement. He believed America was getting the short end of the stick and made it his mission to change that. In the ensuing negotiations, Trump's assertive take-no-prisoners approach came to the fore. He pushed hard for a deal that would be more beneficial to the U.S., displaying a clear commitment to American interests. This led to the creation of a new agreement, the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. Trump's tough stance in these negotiations showcased his dedication to prioritizing American interests. His successful renegotiation of NAFTA into the USMCA served as a testament to his ability to make good on his campaign promises. The successful renegotiation demonstrated his ability to fulfill campaign promises. Trudeau's reactions to the negotiations were sometimes interpreted as childlike, with moments of apparent frustration. It was a dance of diplomacy, where Trudeau's measured approach contrasted sharply with Trump's unapologetic assertiveness. Trudeau's leadership style, often characterized as more collaborative and diplomatic, came under scrutiny during this period. Some saw his approach as a strength, promoting dialogue and international cooperation. However, critics argued that it revealed a lack of decisiveness and resolve, particularly when juxtaposed with Trump's America First stance. This was a stark display of the divergent leadership styles at play. Trump, with his brash assertiveness, seemed to embody the quintessential hard power approach. Trudeau, on the other hand, seemed to lean towards soft power, aiming to influence through attraction and persuasion. The contrasting styles of the two leaders became evident, with Trump's assertiveness and Trudeau's perceived discomfort in the face of a renegotiated trade deal. Trudeau's leadership has been marred by domestic and international controversies. Among these, the SNC-Lavalin scandal stands out, where Trudeau and his government were accused of interfering in a criminal prosecution case. This, along with the infamous blackface incidents, painted a picture of a leader whose judgment and ethical standing were under scrutiny. Such controversies raised questions about Trudeau's judgment and ethical conduct, impacting his credibility both at home and on the world stage. As the 2024 U.S. presidential election looms, some suggest that Trudeau may feel threatened by the prospect of Trump returning to office. Let's delve into that. How might Trudeau's approach towards the United States shift if Trump makes a comeback? Trudeau's diplomatic style might be put to the test as he navigates the potential return of Trump's America First approach. The Canada-U.S. relationship, already reshaped once by the renegotiation of NAFTA, could face another shakeup. Could we see Trudeau adopting a tougher stance in negotiations, learning from past experiences? Or would he double down on his collaborative approach, hoping that diplomacy would win the day? Either way, this potential scenario presents a fascinating study of strategic adaptation. The potential return of Trump to the White House might necessitate a reassessment of the Canada-U.S. relationship, and Trudeau may need to adapt to a new political landscape. The year 2024 presents an intriguing chapter in the tale of Trump and Trudeau. In the complex world of international politics, the relationship between leaders shapes the trajectory of nations. As we've seen, Trump and Trudeau's interactions were marked by contrasting leadership styles, from tough negotiation stances to perceived discomfort. These key moments, from renegotiating NAFTA to handling scandals, have significantly defined their dynamic. The Trump-Trudeau dynamic, characterized by contrasting styles and key moments, highlights the complexities and challenges of navigating international partnerships. Stay informed about ongoing developments in international relations.